All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believe in on the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston Cap. And real briefly, I want to go into another lesson, and Lord willing, it do be edifying. Now, this is something I was considering a couple of weeks ago. I'll say about a week or two ago. From a certain situation that arose, within the brotherhood, and it was something I was thinking about. And honestly, it came from around the time dealing with the Gabar Adama situation when brothers was doing the videos on him, and even with that brother Shop of the 12, right? Now, when videos was coming out on them two, about a week or two ago, when videos was coming out on mainly, both of them, and this is kind of why when I started thinking about this, what I'm gonna do the lesson on. But you have men who either get kicked out the camp or leave the camp, and one thing they always say is, I'ma keep pushing, I'ma keep preaching, I'ma keep pushing the same doctrine, I ain't gonna teach this or I ain't gonna teach that. And again, mainly with both of those brothers said it, that for example, Gabar Adama, he was like, well, I ain't gonna teach the new covenant thing, I ain't gonna teach this, I ain't gonna teach that. You had the Shopper or the 12, he was like, well, I'ma still teach, I'ma go out there and teach. But granted, the brother Gabar Adama, he's still doing his videos. But one thing I thought about and it mainly hit me when the dude Shopper was saying it, but he was like, I'm going to keep teaching. I'm going to keep doing this and doing that. But one thing that hit me as he was saying that was, Lord willing. You see? And that's what I want to do this lesson on. Just want to kind of get a foundation or a little background on what gave me the inspiration to do this lesson. But that's one thing we should say daily, man. Speaking of myself first and foremost, I'm talking about not just one time throughout the day. Lord willing, you said it, I got mine out this morning. You got your Lord willing out today? No. This is something that, man, gotta be said multiple times a day. You see? Multiple times a day throughout the morning, noon, evening, and night. Lord willing, which in the Hebrew will be Yahweh, which is the Heavenly Father, Bahashem, in the name of Yahweh Shai, which is his son, who the world ignorant called Jesus, Ratazah, which is willing. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Ratazah, which is the Heavenly Father in the name of Yahweh Shai, willing, man, willing. But that's one thing that need to be said daily, man. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Ratazah, just say Lord willing. Because one thing is that coming into this truth, we found out is that our steps we take in this world is not our own steps. The words we speak ain't our own words. The things we think ain't our own thoughts, man. And that's what makes this scary, is that we can't be confident in ourselves that we just got it. As we out here, or should I say down here in the earth, you see, down here in the earth, we can't just think we got it, man, or just think it's all good because we in the truth. Now, going back to the brother Shopper, one thing he kept saying was, I'ma keep pushing. I'ma still do my videos. Whether I'm in Great Millstone or not, I'ma still do my videos. But one thing is, it's 2 weeks later, the brother ain't put up a video yet. Now, I don't know if he got a backup page that I might not know about. He's still putting up videos. I don't know, I don't know, taking a break and then go come back refresh. The thing is, how he was speaking, I know I'ma still do these videos. Y'all know me, but it's 2 weeks later. Ain't no video up. That's why we need to say Lord willing. Because look, again, I don't know if he got another page or what, but it's up to the Lord if we going to continue to do this work. It's up to the Lord if we going to continue to push the right doctrine, man. It's up to the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, if we go endure. That's why we can never be comfortable and think we got it. We don't know what's the end of our story. Yeah, it's cool and all. We caught right now. We doing lessons. We on YouTube. We got a channel. We in camp. Yeah, we say Kwam Yasha Allah, and we know precepts and secrets of the Most High. All that's good. All that's good. Yeah, you did a fire lesson, or the elder said good video on the comment board. That's good. But what about tomorrow? What about the next day after that? And then the next day. And then the next day. You see, a man could do work all the way until today, and then today he could probably do something, and the Lord don't have need for him no more, man. That's why whatever we do, it gotta be with Lord willing at the end of that, man, because we don't know if it's the Lord will or if he got it written in the story for us to do things that we think, or want to do in our life. Let's get that first. And Salaki for the long intro. Just want to kind of get some background to it. And it shouldn't be a long lesson. Just want to get some background. But let's get this in James, the 4th chapter. So this James chapter 4. And let's start at 13. Just James chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, "Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city, and continue there a year, and buy and sell and get gain." So the scripture is saying, go to those who say these things, who make plans in advance, right? So this is what we're supposed to say to them. It says, "Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow." We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And you know what's the thing? To make it even more of a fearful situation, we don't even know what's going to happen today. Yeah, you woke up today. Yeah, you might be at work. Like I'm at work right now. And it's the thing. I know I'm at work till 4 o'clock. Right? Y'all might be at work till 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock. But it's the thing. And in your mind, you might think, well, I'm going home. I'm going to do this. Lord willing. Because when that job get out, guess what? Somebody can have it on their mind. Well, I get off at 5. And they going to do something. But at 5, the Lord have it to where they going to get pulled over, or the Lord going to have it to where they might get in a wreck and might not live to see the house. That's what we talking about, man. Lord willing got to be for everything. When we get in the car, it ain't no promise we're going to make it to our destination. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah, I make it to my destination. Lord willing, man. You see? Let's read this again, though. This is James chapter 4 and verse 14. It says, "Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life?" That's a question mark. It says, "For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanish away," just like smoke. It's here 1 second and the next is not. The same thing for our life here in the earth, man. You can be doing something 1 second and the next second you ain't doing it. You can have something 1 second and the next second you ain't got it. You could be here 1 second and the next second you ain't here. But guess who know about all that? The Lord, man. He know what's written in the story. We don't. That's why we got to say, Lord willing, no. That our expectations is according to his will. You see? But it says, for that ye ought to say. So this is what we ought to say. Not make plans in advance. No, this is what I'm going to say. Do we not make plans in advance? Yeah, we take care of what we got to take care of. We take care of our business, be men and women, get things taken care of, right? But we not putting our hope in it. We ultimately know the decision is up to the Lord, day to day, hour to hour. But this is the mindset. It says, for that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. And that's what it come down to. If it's the Lord will that we gonna continue. If it's the Lord will that we gonna do this. If it's the Lord will that we gonna make it to camp. If it's the Lord will that we can do a lesson. If it's the Lord will that we can find information for the Thursday Live. Everything we do need to be tied to Lord willing, man. Prayer or something. You see? Before you do a lesson, hey, Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. Hey, we mentioned the Thursday Live. All the info, man, that's the Lord. Look, before me and Elder Taza Pa start, finding info, hey, we ask the Lord to feed us, man. All this is of the Lord wood, everything we doing. So as a man in this truth and been in the years, we can't forget about everything we have done from this point on was the Lord's will. And not think we doing it on our own, man. But let's finish this. Again, this is something that must be said daily. Because we don't know our next step. It says, for that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. Right? If the Lord will. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Some of Yahweh Shai said, because look, it's enough evil today. There's enough things we got to worry about today. So don't even worry, look, tomorrow, the next hour, look, it's the Lord. Hey, let the Lord handle it. Now, again, do that mean not to be proactive about our life and take care of business or do things in advance? No, it don't mean that. You see, we should be proactive. But the point is, it's not sure. It's a saying that says, hope for the best and expect the worst. I believe I'm saying it right. Hope for the best and expect the worst. Or expect the worst and hope for the best. Either or, right? But real quick, this is Matthew 6. And I'm going to read this in the NLT. This is Yahweh Shai. Matthew 6:33 in the NLT. It says, seek the kingdom of heaven. Seek the kingdom of the Most High above all else and live righteously, and he will give you everything you need. That's the point. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Don't worry about things we can't handle or make plans and try to force things, to happen that's out of our reach, for lack of better words, man. You trying to plan stuff far off and you so sure that you're going to do these things next week. I'm going to still be doing this a week from now. No, it's the Lord's will if we still doing these things, man. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today, man. You see? I was thinking about something. Oh, this account in Luke. I'm going to get this and I'll probably end it. Luke 12, just to get an account to tag it to what we're talking about. Luke 12. Yahweh Shai gave us a little account real quick of somebody being sure of themselves. Sirach 5 also says, be not sure. As if we just, know the Lord going to forgive us. Know he just going to show us mercy. The thing is, yeah, we believe that, but we don't know. That's why what got to be put on there? Lord willing. That's why the apostles, they push the hopeful elect. You see? Because what? Also, we hope that it's the Lord's will. We of the elect. Again, this is something that got to be said daily, whether it's for something major or whether it's for something small. If you just going across the street, Lord willing, I make it to my destination. You get in the car, Lord willing, you make it to where you got to get. And then when you make it, the water Yahweh Bashim, I was sure that you made it. Lord willing, I'm able to do this. Lord willing, I get here. Lord willing, this brother make it here. Lord willing, this and that. That is all the Lord's will, man. We don't know the story. He do. So we got to hope what we want or what we expect is written in his story, man. Let me get one more. This is Luke real quick. Get a count. This is Luke. This is Luke 12. Luke 12. I'm going to start at 15. It says, and he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful. Right? So you have this man who have a lot, right? It says, and he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, this will I do. So look, he said, look, I'm going to do this. Right? So he had an idea and a plan, and he just knew he was going to go through with it. Now, guess what? One thing he ain't say, Lord willing. Lord willing. He just knew he was going to go through with it. It says, and he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Behold, I have no room to bestow my fruits. And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater. And there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. So he's speaking in advance. He's saying, look, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna do this. He already got it planned out. He already got it planned out. It says, and I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat and drink and be merry. I'm gonna drink. Look, he already know what he gonna do, how it's gonna be. And check this out. And it says, but the Most High said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Meaning what? You fool. Look, the Most High called him a fool. The Lord called him a fool, man. The Lord called him a fool. Because you doing all this planning. You doing all this planning and deciding and putting on your calendar. But the Lord said, you fool. You see? And ultimately, why did the Lord call this man a fool? Because again, you doing all this planning and not knowing what the Lord have written in the story. This man talking about in his parable what he gonna do years down the line, what he gonna do tomorrow, not considering the Lord got it to where he gonna die tomorrow. You ain't even gonna make it to see next week or a few years down the line, man. So that's why we gotta say Lord willing after everything we do, man, because we don't know for sure. We just hope that the things we hope for and expect is already a part of the Most High's story, man. That's why we say Lord willing, because we hope that what we want and believe in is a part of his will. You see? But I'm ending right there. I just wanted to, kind of touch on that. Like I said, I had initially what sparked my spirit to want to do this lesson a couple of weeks ago, with them two brothers, how they both kept kind of saying, like, they knew for sure they was going to keep pushing. Well, you got one, Gabar Adama, pushing, hey, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Awashai, but nevertheless, that, you had that brother Shaba who was just so sure he was going to keep pushing. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. He can come back and still do lessons, but being so sure and 2 weeks later, hey, that's why we got to say Lord willing, man, because nothing ain't promised, you see. But I'm in it right there, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing this word with truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believe on the gospel. Keep fighting, keep pushing. We're almost out here, and with that, shalom.